G'day Helter, how are you, mate? Getting yourself busy? You have been today? Good to hear. I was a little worried that running a second camera might be lagging out my stream too much, but is that pretty much on par with my normal streaming quality? Because obviously I don't get to see it from your side of things. Gourmet Gamer, hi ho, how are you, bud? Looks good. And Gourmet is good. What am I working on today? Another birthday plaque. This one is a commission, which needs to be done in the next couple of days before the birthday. So we're going to take this copy proprietary image, whose name I probably can't mention out loud for fear of getting a cease and desist. And I'm going to cut the entire thing out of 5mm black foam, and then this white, his hair, I'm going to cut out of white foam and lay over the top of the 5mm, the black foam, so you can see the black laying through it. The size of the eyes are going to be a very light blue, and again another 5mm foam dropped on there. So all the black is basically going to be countersunk by the 2mm foam, and then the face will get mounted on a plaque that looks a bit like the classic Donald closing sequence with the white star stripes coming out of it. So that's the plan anyway. I'll be getting a couple of bills with this. Tish! G'day Betty, how are you? Now the face cam camera is a really crappy little camera that doesn't have very good resolution at all. But it works alright down there in the corner of the screen. I wonder what'll they think of. Oh, God. Who said they could put that bloody ad up there? Piss off. Anytime they could do that. I bet I'm just winging it. I am indeed. Okay, just turn that crap down because it's irritating the piss out of me at the moment. Right, let's see if this works. Now this resolution is going to be pretty crappy, I'm pretty certain of it, so I want to try this because I haven't done it live. Boing! Yeah, that camera really has to be replaced. No, I don't want to. Yeah, I'm not happy with that. Let's do this. Right. So, reading some of Beardy's jokes there and being totally sympathetic to bad decisions online. Yeah, much better framing, but it's still crap quality. The drunken Twitch stream is no longer up on archive. I deleted it, not because it wasn't funny. I quite enjoyed it, and I sat here last night with a couple of friends after the build, and we watched a good 3/4 of an hour of it, and they laughed and I laughed. The toaster laughed, so I shut the toaster. But I took it down because while it's okay for me to say fuck occasionally, and it's okay for me to say bloody occasionally, I should not be using the C word at all. Okay, that's not an Aussie conversational swear word. Okay, and that's a line that I drew for myself. So I took it down purely for that reason. I do have the video archive version of it, so that's okay. It may still make the Christmas tape. But I really don't want, particularly customers of mine who book me for high-level weddings, knowing that when I get relaxed, I drop the C word. No, I'm not going through and editing 5.5 hours or 5 hours of video footage to bleep out every time I say the C word. The easy solution was take it down. So it's down. Those of us that were here for the night totally enjoyed it. Those of you who have trolled that bloody thing since I put it up obviously enjoyed it more than once. So yeah. But no, for the cost of my actual business rather than my fun hobby, I took it down. So that's purely for my patrons. So, let's get back. The first one, the one that ended with a T, gourmet, I said it quite a lot in just the short period that I listened, and I thought, no, that's past the level of my appropriateness. And that's the only reason down. I'm not embarrassed for having a bit of fun and relaxing with you guys and having a drink and taking down the wall. But no, yeah, it's not conversational language. Like fuck and bloody can be, you know, part of our everyday sentences here in Oz, and people don't take offence. But it's a term of mateship over here, but not, yeah. Exactly, a blue moon thing. Shouldn't be recorded. Happens once in a... So yes. It is recorded because I record all my Twitches and I have it on my hard drive. So like I said, I can edit up some stuff for the Christmas tape. But I don't want that floating around in the public domain because it can be damaging to my high-end business that I do, where I'm doing classy black tie weddings and stuff and charging 3 times the market value. So no, okay? I know you guys understand. You guys had fun. I had fun. And I loved it. And, yeah. There we go. That's the reasoning. Not because of any bullshit pressure or any of that sort of crap. Just because I personally... Yes, the C word is universally frowned upon. Sure. Back to cutting out this bloody duck. And apparently, swearing and make Ted laugh is the way to his heart. Look at that. Look at that. Bloody cheeky bugger. Oh yeah, and Dark. I know it was you. I know. I went back and watched the stream. I seen you threatening to bail on me and go tell him. Yeah. Gob on me to the principal, you bugger. Crim's the psychotic stalker. Ain't that the truth? See, look, Dark's not even trying to deny it now, even though I read down through the stream. He goes, no, it wasn't me. It was a coinky dink. You swear it was a coinky dink. Crim said in the stream that he did it. No worries, Gourmet. You know where to find us when you come back, mate. So, I'm going to take an interlude from this for just one sec to show you what's sitting on Rory's head at the moment. I think I may have overestimated the scale I was making the Daedric helmet out of, guys. That thing is bloody massive. Now, I did persist with it because it's a good way to learn the shapes and the curves and to see how the pieces are going to interface with each other. Dear oh dear. But that's way too big. Just needs a little padding. But as I said, I did persist with it because it's a learning sequence, a learning curve. I can see how the parts are going to interface, whether I need to bevel edges or whether I should just leave them flat and let the surface curve naturally round. But some beautiful lines on those horns and stuff. I really do like the organic feel to it. But yeah, it's way too big for me. And oh yeah, exactly. The helmet needs to be as small but proportional as possible. But like I said, I knew it was way too big about a third of the way through building this, but the exercise of learning the curves and the way the pieces interact was worth persisting on with it, even and considering I'd already cut the pieces out, so it was a technique lesson rather than a result-orientated build on that. Achoo. Isn't she so freaking dainty? Oh, it does look good. I know. I really love the organic lines in it, but yeah, too big, so we're going to scale it back. He builds everything twice. The first time to learn the pattern. Yeah, exactly. And normally, my process is to build it... Hello, daughter. Is to build it out of cardboard first, and then... Are you hiding behind the chat bar, are you?
Yep.
10%? I think probably more than that, Beardy. But I'll work it out later. But yes, I normally build it out of cardboard first for that purpose, to get scale and to learn how each of the panels in the Pepakura are going to interact. Couldn't get the cardboard to curve, so I jumped straight to this El Cheapo 5mm foam that I had. Yeah. You're the high elf, apparently, because Lily is my workshop elf. Oh, do you want to grab Lily's cleaver and we'll show them. Pepsi is nasty. Yeah, of course it's dry. I wouldn't ask you to move it if it wasn't, Bubby. Okay, as you guys have been following along, I posted the axe to New Mexico, the winner's axe, $64.63 in postage later. Yowza! So that's it. It left today. I have tracking. Yeehaw.
Never again.
Yes, of course. Whenever it happens, Bubby. Clients getting stuff built pay postage because it is expensive, but when you win a competition, you don't expect to have to pay a price to get your prize. God, we're Australians. We're not Scottish. We're not that tight. Okay, this is the Workshop Elves axe so far. And I'm really enjoying the contrast between the coppery brass stuff that I decided to use and the chocolate brown. They keep saying that it doesn't matter, that she won't care, but I really think I should do this collar here in the copper as well, so that it matches in. But yeah, in that, just those two color combinations seem to work really freaking good together. And I've started the pink base on the white, and what we're going to do is we're going to blend from hot pink into purple to blue in the middle, back into purple, back off to hot pink, because she likes those colors. Why so much shipping? The box size, 90 centimeters by 40 centimeters by 10 centimeters, but it was light as less than 2 kilo. So that is the Workshop Elves little axe
with her kitty demon.
With her kitty demon. So yes, there we go. You want to throw that back up there, please, sweetheart? Actually, let's swap it out. Grab the Viking axe, Beck's axe, and put that one back up, please. Okay, and this is the commission for Beck's axe. I finished it. She's picking it up on Friday. She's over the moon with it. G'day, Yons. So, see, now I put that other bloody video screen in there. Fitting things on the screen is a bit difficult. Salty Sketches is now hosting my stream with one viewer. Thank you very much there, Salty. It did work out well. I had lighter binding on the handle first, and I really didn't like it, so I went with black. There is some wood grain texture in the handle, but the camera's not picking it up real well. Some Dremel highlights and some colour highlights in there. She wanted it to look pretty clean. So she got that. There's some dry brushing on the... There we go. That camera, you can just see some dry brushing on the edges around the axe. So it's most definite there and along that lip. On the blade itself, I did some dry brushing on the butt. So yes, she's very happy with that. She will be wearing this or taking this around the con at Supernova in a fortnight. Woohoo! Thanks, puppy. Yes, except Crims, when you look at the reference image, that's where we're at, dude. Screen. There you go. That's the reference image she gave me. So yeah, I got the proportions right.
Just a brown stuff.
So yeah, my handle is much darker, but yeah, she's very, very happy with it. But yeah.
And there's some chatty bits inside.
Yeah, that's okay. That's because I'm not here.
Why do I back?
I was asking. It's Tracy's birthday present. Nick wants me to make it for her.
Okay.
I laughed when I saw the Vikings TV series when I was making that shield. The the Lothbrok shield, because I thought the axes looked really weird. Because I'd only had experience with all these fantasy axes that we deal with in games and stuff. See, look, I'm running 2 cameras now.
Yes.
But that camera is... I can do this, bubby. But it's a real cheap camera. It has crappy resolution. So, yes.
I'm sure Machu has another one.
The axes in the Viking TV series are that style of axe. That, what are we calling it? A bearded axe head with the... Beardy knows all that stuff. Beardy's my go-to. He's my man-at-arms. Blurry Tyrannus. Yes, it's a hangover from the drunken stream, Fen. Whenever I change this camera, I now look the way I felt. We'll get it changed. But I wanted to see whether my streaming had enough bandwidth to carry both cameras like that. Well, that's what I was testing, Yon, to see whether I have enough bandwidth for it. It appears I do. I'm not getting... I've got 237 dropped frames since we started. My CPU seems fine. My kilobits per second seem fine. I like the 2-camera bit too. It's handy. It's something Ted does. And it gives me the ability to not have to make you guys drunk every time I want to pan the camera up and down. If I just want to make eye contact with you, I can use a little cam. But yeah. So this is the first test of running 2 cameras, and obviously the face cam has okay resolution when it's small, but when I beam up, it's a really cheap golf ball $20 cam. That's something I'll chat to you in PM if you're actually interested, Krim. It depends a lot on the axe that I'm making. That little axe that I just showed you is a lot cheaper than making a God of War Kratos axe. Oh yeah, at this little one down the corner, it's fine at that small scale. But if I want to change up like Ted does and does face cam time, I want something that has a better resolution. But it's not a major issue at the moment. The issue is that I'm doing, again, what I did before. I'm chatting my head off and I'm not cutting stuff out. So you get to see my ball patch when I do this now. If you confirm I have a ball patch, I will stab you. I don't have a ball patch. Good.
I have more ball patches in here. So you have a cup of tea?
I have a cup of tea. Yes, thanks, baby.
Miss Grandma's going to bed.
Okay, you go to bed.
I will go to bed. I really like it.
Do I have foam lice? Actually, there seems to be a lot of foam floating around in my hair. I get, from all my dremeling, I get so much foam dust on the floor that when I go and jump in the bathtub floor gets black from the foam dust on the soles of my feet. So I literally have to wash my feet before I jump in the shower. You'll be hanging out with us until lunchtime, then you have to watch PC Gamer stream. Hey, we don't need to apologise for sharing your love and dedication around the place. Jesus Christ, Johns, I had to look at that twice. I thought it said Heil Hitler. Just caught it out of the corner of my eye. It doesn't. It says Hey Helter. But yeah. The little workshop elf is coughing her lungs out again. Eyesight's the first thing to go. You think? Gotta have bloody good eyes to see through these things, mate. So, Beardy, do you know where I need to have a look to find out what the parameters are on these things, on the cheers. You're only 245. Well, I'd say your eyes are bloody good then, dude. The company you've been previously doing big announcements, so you're excited to see what's up at E3. Yes, Twitch is streaming E3 pretty much live, so I've been watching it off and on as well. I wanted to see if there was anything from Bethesda, sorry, not Bethesda, about from Sony about God of War, because I heard rumours that they were having a release date launched, mentioned. Weren't you telling me about how long I have to hit certain targets with Cheers before they released funds, and I have to have a certain target reached, like $100 US in 60 days or something? Was that you telling me that? $60 for affiliate, $40, yeah. You don't think there's a minimum? Yeah, I thought there was. I don't know. Like I said, I wanted to go and have a read of those specifics. If it's just the stuff that they link me to in my desktop, then I'll look that up later on. Okay, so there's Donald's head cut right out to the outside of the black outline. And what I plan on doing is I've got this piece of 5mm craft foam with its Americanized dimensions on there, 9x12. And I'm going to cut the silhouette out in black. And then I'm going to trim out each of the white sections that we see on there and cut them out of different coloured 2mm foam and glue them to the black back in these same places, so that all the black will be this foam showing through of a 2mm craft foam layers. So the black will be countersunk by the width of the 2mm foam, if that makes sense. Only information about the bits is released to people who have affiliate and partnership accounts. Well, I'll look it up. I don't want to interfere with the stream at the moment. You will need to email them with the shots and lists of how the bits are paid out. Yeah, that's where I got that from. This is from Riot, Helter. You'll need to email them with the terms of service and lists of how the bits are paid out. All your information is secondhand. That's cool. Wow, I could have made him so much bigger. But he's going on a plaque anyway, so maybe. Okay. Let's pin his angry little ass down. Now, if I do tuck him down in the corner of the foam, because I only want the silhouette out of the black, I don't waste that lovely piece of material there, do I? Oh shit, you posted up your spear. Sorry, Beardy, Helter, I should have taken a look at that. I don't know, Helter, I didn't buy it recently, brother. Oh yeah, that looks freaking awesome. That has come up very nicely. You do know that last month, $12 million in cheers went over Twitch and they got 25% of that. Holy dolly, boys and girls, we are in the wrong industry, I tell ya. Well, yes, if you don't reach the threshold, then they keep the money, and the Twitches the cheers have been spent by the viewers, so that money has already been collected by Twitch. If you don't reach your threshold, they don't have to give you a cent of it, so they get all of that, even if you hit 99% of your target. Damn. So, got to be a lot of dough they get. They don't keep it, it cycles. Narrows Dark. I don't get it to the next payout. Oh, okay. Because I think I'm just under halfway. I don't quite have. Well, that's what it sounded like to me. But with Beardy saying what he's saying there, that's not the way it works. Takes me a year to, okay, cool. Oh, that's all right then. I was following my logic that I had there. I was concerned that you guys, particularly you, Beardy, you seem to be throwing a lot of bits my way, brother. I was concerned that you guys were not going to end up, your money wasn't going where you were intending it to go. Ted's channel is now auto-hosting me with up to 6. Good evening, those of you who are watching me via Ted's hosting. Lolly Skull is now hosting me with with 12 viewers. Well, thank you very much, Lolly, and hello and welcome to all of Lolly's friends who've just come and joined me. I do appreciate that. If you've come to watch drunken shenanigans, I'm sorry, but that happens very rarely. I'm a good little Christian boy. Okay, who are we fooling? I'm not a good little Christian anything. Swar 413 is now following. Thank you very much for the follow, Swar. I appreciate that. Welcome along to the stream. You'll see my social media addresses written across the bottom there. If you want to follow along with any of my work, feel free to follow along on Facebook and stuff. You'll see all of my work in progress archived across to the YouTube channel, eventually. Hello from Lola's stream. See, on my stream, Schwa, you get 2 follow notifications, because I'm just generous. If it is, it's the politest raid I've seen. You can do a 2-man raid if you want to. Of course you can. It's a lolly raid. I like me lollies. That's a lonesome werewolf. Anastasia Zia. Hello and welcome along. Just sharing the love. That's what it's about, isn't it? What we'll do then, in the spirit of sharing the love, is we will do the universally accepted 1. So that my watching streamers and Lolly's watching streamers can share the love. Too beautiful to be raiding. If, oh, it's Banana Stasia. Is that... No, it's not. It's Anastasia. Lonesome Werewolf is now following. Thank you very much, Lonesome. If you guys are fellow creative streamers, please do the 1 in chat, which has kind of become the universal symbol now. And those of you who are not sharing, following each other, please do so. It's how we get to build up the community. And you get to learn some really cool stuff from creatives who you may not necessarily do. Yuchikomi? Kami. Thank you along. Put what in a chat? If you're a streamer, just put 1. So yes, if you enter a 1 and hit return, just the number 1, then everybody in chat can see that you are a streamer and can click on your name and follow you as well. Like Fen just did. There we go. Yuchuokami. Thank you. See, so Fen streams. So we click on Fen's name and we see that Fen gets a follow. And Yuchu streams. I'm already following you. I have a big green heart there next to your name. Lolly Skull, I'm pretty certain. I'm following Lolly already. How could I not be? Thank you very much. Crims is a 3 because GST and inflation and stuff. Oh, look out. Pros for Manga. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. I suppose what we'll do is we'll do this. I'm going to put the big camera up. Okay, that's my current big job. That's my Nordic carved armor. That's Rory holding the Nordic. You can see a lot of the work on that YouTube, on that Facebook channel that's written there under my finger. Lots of progress photos get posted up on my Instagram, and every one of the build videos for that entire costume and the armaments and stuff are archived. Yes, I already follow you, buddy. Are archived up on my YouTube channel, which that's the address there. Okay, so you can see. Yes, Nordic. Ooh. Thank you for the follow, Banana Stasia. I'm sorry, but you're stuck with that now. Yes, when I clicked on your name, I had a green heart next to your name. So yes, that says that I'm already following you. You're not a banana. No banana. Anastasia Gia. I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I like it a lot too. Okay, let's put this camera back down here. That means a pineapple. Well, that's just confusing, sweetie. How the heck am I supposed to know that means a pineapple? Pineapple dancer. Show off the axe. Which one? There's lots of axes. Which axe should I be showing off, Beardy? The Oh, see, I'm so uncultured. I'm just an Aussie. I'm a Skippy. Pineapple is pineapple, dude. We put it on like pizza and hamburgers. Pineapple ring and hamburgers. Oh, yum, 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 yum. The more you know. No, don't do that. We already had that. So, yes. A nana. Yeah. Na 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 na. Hamburgers. So, yes, Beardy, like I said, which accent am I supposed to be showing off, mate? All of the axes? There's only 4 left now. The smaller one. The Workshop Elf axe. Oh, the one with the kitty on the end. The Workshop Elf axe. Okay. So for you new friends who've come over from Lolly's channel, my little granddaughter sleeps just over there in her own little bedroom, but she'll wake up quite frequently and come running out here to the stream. So she's been adopted as the Workshop Elf. Now my little Workshop Elf likes to grab my props and my weapons and run around the house with them occasionally. So I thought we might make her a Nordic axe for her own design. Look, I even carved her name in it with the heat gun technique. So this is my little Workshop Elf 4-year-old granddaughter's battle axe. All made out of EVA foam with a PVC tube wrapped in 2 Milcraft foam, so it's nice and safe. So yeah, everything there is EVA foam. We're in the process of doing the first rinse of pink on the blade. It's going to go shocking hot pink into a purple, into a blue, so fading, then back to the pink, back to the purple, I should say, and then tipping off with the hot pink again because she likes pink and purples. You need this in Skyrim. Well, it is the blade off of the Nordic axe from Skyrim. Rory has on his belt the Nordic axe. Give me your weapon. Sir, relieve yourself of your arms. Thank you, Rory. So, that's mine. That's my Nordic axe based on the artwork from the game. Oh, are we just finding out that Adam West passed away? Yeah, about 3 days ago. So that's my weapon. So let's put this back. Well, that's actually one of my Nordic weapons. All my regulars are getting bored shitless because every time I get an influx of new viewers, I do this. There's my my Nordic shield. And that is my my two-handed Nordic great axe, which I wear on the back of my armour. And I use the show them the great spork. So yes, on the back of my armour I have 2 horns or 2 claws sticking out, and they tuck in there, and that's how I carry the sword and axe around on the back. Did I just call it a great axe? No, that's a great sword, isn't it? Sorry, I got axes on the brain. I've made 5 in the last 2 weeks and sent one around the globe and stuff. I meant to say great sword. If I said great axe, I apologise. This, however, this is a great fucking axe. Do I have to put the language disclaimer up again? This is, if you haven't seen it yet, God of War with the new weapon. This is the God of War weapon. Procrastination props, woohoo! So I'm going to get Christopher Judge to sign this in a fortnight. He's the voice of Kratos in the new game, and he will be here in Perth. Boasting again? No, boasting always, brother. And then, of course, that's the one that I just finished that I showed off at the beginning of the stream, which is a commission that gets picked up on Friday. So yes, I have been making a couple of axes just recently. So if I called the Great Sword a great axe, my apologies. Place it up there. And the little workshop help axe sits up there as well. So there you go. You're all caught up now, guys. Tyrannus is an Aussie. Yes. I'm about 70 kilometres south of Perth in the lovely sunshine state of Western Australia. Lolly, take up cosplay making and you can have me back. Okay, so back to the progress at hand, making this birthday present. Thank you very much, Anna. I appreciate that. I'm enjoying making the weapons. I think I found my groove. I love making the armor, and I'm making the Daedric armor next. My next full suit of armor will be based on the Daedric, well, will be a Daedric armor from Skyrim. But yeah, I'm having fun making all these bladed weapons. The swords and the axes are very popular, and I think I've hit my pace making them. I seem to do all right. Oh, now this isn't fair. He's doing a Daedric. Yeah, I will be. Well, not I will be. I am. Okay. Oops. Sorry, without my glasses on, I can't read chat at all. I can see that big black. Do I want to see the... Oh, hang on. Wait, Lolly's putting up links. Yes, please put a link up. Procrastination, of course. Okay, what's Lolly posting up here? Oh, I'm not a big sad eyes. Oh. What's the other one? Oh, you're just an emotional wreck, aren't you? You poor girl. Okay, Procrastination is making a Groot mashup. Come on, Instagram, load that image up. Let's do it. Oh, the Terminator one. That's your 2K giveaway. Sweet. Tyrannus can be your side stream. Okay. No, bugger. You're off to bed? No worries, Helter. I'll catch you later, brother. Take care of yourself, man. Well, it's just hit 10 past midnight here, so that's understandable, because Helter just lives up the road from me, about 30k. You'll take up prop making any time if I teach you. Well, that's what the streams are for, isn't it? Sharing the love and the skills and the stuff. It's like the University of YouTube. Okay. Should have used a more contrasty colour. You like the sword that I made? Me too. I'm really happy with that one. More showy offy. Let's I'll set something up in the background here. I had a photo shoot with that armor and weapons done a week ago. And here are some of the shots that they... So that's me in my armor with the sword, obviously, and the shield. So yeah, came really well together, and the photographer that took the shots had a lot of fun, and we set up some poses that I wouldn't normally have posed in. Don't go into the light. I like the lighting in that. I don't like the pose I struck. It looks like I'm trying to kick the boulder out of the way instead of resting my foot on it. You can see some scribble on the back of the helmet. The helmet is signed by Charles Martinet, the man who voices Mario. It's me, Mario. But he's also the voice of Paarthurnax for those of you who play Skyrim. Oh, Beardy, look at that. Bloody well. Bending like that. That's not the way it's supposed to work. Oh, that's artwork for a commission that I'm helping a girl with, so we can jump out of that and come back to there. So yeah, I really and it was pictures for posing. The photographer needed pictures to enter into a competition and called out for cosplayers to pose in exchange for getting high-res copies of the images. So I have some nice photos of my costume. That's why it's foam. Game mechanics, yeah, they do bend, don't they? Why suddenly Lux? Because Lux is in the same folder as my cosplay images, and that is some reference artwork for a commission that I'm helping a young lady with. She's a seamstress, and she needs help making the armor components of that particular skin for Lux. I have kind of a workshop night here, a workshop on a Sunday. So yeah, a lot of cosplayers come to my place on a Sunday, 4 or 5 occasionally, and we all work on our own projects, but in the company of each other with some help and assistance to share around. And most of these guys are not foam smiths, but they want foam bits of armor, so I can help them out with their difficulties. And I get to widen my circle, share the love, and get a group of people together who can help me with things like sewing and Warbler and all those other things that I'm not familiar with. So yeah, it's a good way to gather a circle of people with the same interests but differing skills. Start one, brother. Cammy, that's all I did. I had a couple of friends, or a couple of people who asked for my help, and I went, well, why don't you come on over? And then a couple more, and yeah. So if you want something like that near you, why don't you be the one that starts it? People bring their own materials to my home, and we all work here in this room, basically. Spray painting's done outside, that sort of stuff. Damn, I love these scalpels. They're so freaking sharp. You heading off, Manga? No worries. You're hella going to be back? Well, we would appreciate that. You drop by anytime you want to. I don't have a regular stream time, but if you hang out on my Facebook page, I've been known to post on there when I'm going to stream in advance of me doing it. Gosh, I totally see you on an MMORPG. Well, I do play Skyrim, and I've been playing World of Warcraft since just after vanilla. So, they're my games of choice. I find cosplaying something that I like a lot easier than playing cosplaying something I don't like. I would expect that would be pretty much the same for all of us, really, wouldn't it? What am I working on right now? Okay, this is a birthday present commission. So what I'm going to do is I'm currently cutting out this character, which you may or may not be familiar with. And I'm cutting out the outside silhouette on the black 5mm foam. All of the white parts I will cut out of various coloured 2mm foam, so white, a light blue, and the orangey yellow colour for the beak, and I will lay that on the black 5mm foam in exactly the same position that it is here in the picture. So we end up with a 2 or 3 mil black border all the way around it, and all the black areas will be countersunk because of the foam that goes on it. And then that head will be mounted on a plaque with the arrow symbols that came out on the TV opening sequence. A duck? Yes, the duck. Yeah. But it's a commissioned birthday present for a person, so I kind of put some other stuff on hold while I do this because it's time critical. But that being said, it's pretty diverse around here. This one, I have a proton pack out of Ghostbusters that I have to make and try and get done for Supernova, which is in less than a fortnight away now. So yeah, there's always something weird being made here, but I do prefer the more armor, Nordic, axes, bladed weapon kind of thing. I don't make guns and sci-fi stuff, but I may do should I find something that appeals to me both visually and gets its teeth into me. I'd love to make a Warhammer 40k giant massive bit of armor with the skulls on it. One of the, what is it, a priest or whatever the type of character. But see, I don't play the game. But I've watched a couple of the animated movies and stuff. I don't believe that you can't cosplay it if you haven't played it. That's crap. Suppose I should do this occasionally. Yeah, Space Marine, something like that. Yeah, I like the big 40k giant armors. Let's do this just in case I get socially excited, okay? Warning, this live stream is narrated in conversational Australian English, and as such it may contain, no, it will contain, language that may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children or might upset you weak bastards. You have been warned. There we go. That's my language disclaimer in case I say something naughty. Alright? Did I already do a katana? No, I haven't. My first build was a custom mashup of Darth Vader and a Cyberman from Doctor Who, based on a t-shirt that I got from one of those, here's the designs for the next 24 hours, buy it now. And I liked that concept and I liked that artwork, so I made one. I've done a Kylo Ren, because I love me some Star Wars. You'll like that disclaimer, do you guys? And I've done a Phasma, but I'm not very happy with my Phasma. I made it out of 5mm foam, and it didn't hold its body shape, and yes. Okay, so that's the profile of the character that I'm doing. So now I'm going to start cutting out the panels. I'm going to start with this top one. I'm going to transfer that onto some white 2mm foam, chop it out, and work my way down this duck's head. Yeah. I do think I need to remove that. Well, it does look like it's stuck on here pretty well. Glad this is the surface I won't be... That's not coming off of there in any great hurry. Bloody hell. Okay. Let's do this next bit. Where to start? You making some lunch? Good. Sandwiches, salad. What we got there? I'm a bit peckish. It's 25 past midnight. So yeah, it's probably due for a feed. What are we having? What are you organising for us there? Okay then, that's going to be a little hard to stick down the microphone to me. Oh heck guys, what are you watching me for? Ted's live. No, it's not grocery week yet. But yes, as soon as we go grocery shopping, the Tim Tams will be making a resurgence back in the stream. I think I forgot what I'm doing and I cut past the line then. Actually, I need the white bit to be my stencil, so yes. Should Okay, let's put that piece over there because we need that. Okay, so my next step now is, you can see, I'm going to trim off all the black because I want to trace around the white and cut just that white piece out of 2mm foam, leaving that black part to be shown through from the silhouette. Oh, hang on. Just got to do a little something here, guys. I realise that I'm not quite telling the truth here. And there we go. That'll take a second to buffer and happen. There we go. Don't want to insult Dark by having him associated with tonight's background music, which is not something that he's responsible for. Thought I'd go for something light and bubbly, seeing as I'm playing with a cartoon character. By the bloodstains. Well, as you've heard me discuss here in a chat a couple of times, Yons, I am looking at putting a maker's mark on my pieces. The only one I've actually done that to so far is that Viking axe that gets picked up on Friday that has a T carved into the stock of the into the butt of the handle. I don't know whether I'm going to put a maker's mark on the piece that I'm making for you. Maybe hide it on the tang so you actually have to remove the handle to see the maker's mark and it doesn't deface the outer appearance of your piece. That would be neat. Okay, well, that's probably the process I'll use then. Yeah, I'll hide it somewhere up on the tang, mate. Oh, thank you, kangaroo. Good, nothing spilled. Sweet, I like that. Appreciate your support there, Cyborg, mate. That's very much appreciated. It all goes in the coffers, apparently. so getting a bloody haircut tomorrow. This is pissing me off. Spend more time flicking it out of my eyes than I do getting my crafting on. Okay, I still got a little bit left to go. I still got to take all the black off of that half there. Gives some fringe benefits. No, it doesn't. It gives nothing but fringe benefits tax is what it gives. Can always swish my head back and forth and get it to flick flies away. Going cross-eyed staring at these bloody lines. I can feel my ears, my eyes going. Rrrr. My happy little background music is gone. Okay, whatever this is. It's literally just something there to tinker away in the background while I'm not saying anything. But because I put my streams up on YouTube, I have to use copyright-free stuff. And normally, well, not normally, but lately I have been using Dark Force Enterprises music, which he was kind enough to supply to a lot of us streamers as background music. So that's why he has a credit underneath chat, but I've moved it because I don't want him insulted by having his name associated with the music that I'm playing tonight that isn't his. Dark Energy Designs, not bloody Dark Force. I'll just insult him by giving him the wrong name. Hi, I'm Tyrannus Cosplay. I'm not Evil Ted Smith, but I'm bad with names too. White noise for you. Yeah, Beardy put me on to Radio Rivendell, which I like. It's got that the feeling that I like to have in the background, but they're down at the moment while they're moving servers, so I have plenty of options for background music. Okay, I have all the trim off of there now, guys. So when we put it on the white piece of paper, there should be no background border, and there is none. That's now going to be cut out of a piece of 2mm white craft foam and get dropped on there with the correct border on it. Looks kind of evil, doesn't it? I like that. I like that a lot. Donald Duck, you've been got some tood. So let's see if we can't translate that onto a bit of white foam correctly, eh? So you can see what I'm doing, eh? I'm going to step it up. It's going to be a 3D texture of that image that I started with. So I got me 1 or 2 pieces of craft foam here. And luckily enough, there happens to be some white. And because I've got so much crap on this desktop, I think I had to put a piece of newspaper down because that's really rough textured because of all the cutting I've done previously. Ambience and music for tabletop role-playing games. Sweet. When I'm playing World of Warcraft, etc., I tend to crank out a lot of Rammstein. But that's just me. I get all passive-aggressive when I'm doing stuff like that. Who am I kidding? I get aggressive when I'm raiding and stuff, so hey. I play a DK, I'm melee DPS, I just wade in and wail on shit. It feels good. Now, I'm going to... You mainly tank and off DPS. Yeah, I'm the other way around. I'm definitely melee DPS and occasionally I will off tank for the raid, although I haven't done that for quite a while now. I haven't been able to hold enough aggro with the gear increases because I don't grind gear. I like to play for fun. Although, that being said, off-tanking in Nax used to be a lot of fun. Now, normally, as everybody watching would have seen, I pin my patterns down, but I want to try and see if I can't build this without painting. So I do not want to poke pinholes in it. So we can hold it steady enough to trace it. Normally played Elder Scrolls Online? Cool. I wore my Nordic down to EB Games for the launch of Morrowind. Which is kind of fun. Wander around the shopping centre, dressed in armour. Had one of the security guards come up, take photos with me, and then next thing I know, 3 cops on their lunch break wander past, so one of the cops comes over and gets photos with me in my armour. It's kind of cool. Okay, so the idea now is to trim that out on the inside of the pen line, so none of the pen line exists, so I get a proper copy of this piece. Range to pull in the mobs from a distance, and sword and board to keep the aggro. Yup. Righto. Here we go. Now the only way that this is going to give me the result that I want is if I keep a really sharp knife. So I'm not using my X-Acto, I'm using the surgical scalpels. I think these things are like laser sharpened or acid sharpened or whatever they call it. But yeah, these are awesomely sharp. And dirt cheap once you've got a handle for them. Surgical scalpels go down to molecular edges. I can believe it. Like I said, this it's they pop up and slide off. The handle itself cost me 26 bucks. The blades I get really cheaply, like $1 each, and they come in individual aluminium. Yeah. Carbon seal surgical blade, sterile. They're just, yeah. They are beautiful for doing the really fine detailing cuts. I mean, I love my box cutter. I use this, that's my go-to blade for cutting my phone. And I got a couple of the little cheap X-Acto jobbies. But yeah, for this really beautiful detail of the lines matching in and stuff, this is the only thing in my arsenal that will do it. Also, next time, transfer the pattern backwards. That way, if you keep a pen line, it's still invisible. Oh yeah, do it on the back instead of the top is an idea, yeah. He wants some attention and I'm not giving it to him apparently. Get off the sticky tape. Daedric spirits are coming to get me. Or he wants. You off to the PC Gamer stream? No worries, go have fun with that. I see Twitch is broadcasting from E3 with 61,000 viewers at the moment. So things are heating up over there. Gonna head off for a bit. Catch you later. Hey, no worries, man. Take care of yourself. We'll see you next time you pop in. Really appreciate you guys all coming over and sticking around for a while. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Little bits of newspaper being torn up underneath there. Well, that's upside down, Miss Jane. I think that works. What do you reckon? I guess what I've got to do is throw some shots towards my Twitch and stuff, eh? So bear with me for a second. Yep. Silly phones being a pain in the ass. That's better. Poor camera doesn't know whether it's doing the light balance on the white or the white balance on the black, so it either blows it out or it sucks it up. I think a message is sitting there in the background, but I haven't taken notice of. Okay. Chat amongst yourselves for a second, gang. I need to pop to the restroom. And we're back to our regularly scheduled program. Right. So now we need to look at removing another piece from our template. And I don't have any light blue, but I used to have. So maybe we do those two bits out of white anyway, because of the whites of his eyes. So that's what we'll do. Let's do the whites of his eyes out of whites. One. This side up. Two. Oh, cup of tea's cold again. Oh, dear, oh dear. Well, yeah, the artist has a really nice way of getting simple flowing lines to sell the expression on this. So there's a definite little notch just here on where these two lines intersect, so it's not rounded off, and it shows through in the end of the picture as a conscious kind of thought. So just that little nub there is something really simple that'll make a bit of a difference to the image in a subtle way, but one that helps it tell a slightly different story than it would without it even being there. Okay, so there's the two whites of the eyes chopped out. See, that nub that I'm talking about continues that line across underneath there. So, more progress shots. I sent the axe to the 1000 Facebook follower. Oh, thank you very much for the host, Wolf Sorrow. Appreciate that, buddy. Yes, so I sent the axe off to the 1000, to the winner on my 1000 viewers competition on Facebook, or followers on Facebook. And to help validate that it had gone off, I actually had the postmistress hold it up at the post office and took a photo of her holding the parcel with the address label and everything on it. And then emailed it to him and went, there you go, buddy. It's on its way. Back and forth with stuff to do. That's okay, buddy. Ain't no law about my working. Now, I can't actually put any photos of this build up on my social media. Is this? No, that would be a proprietary character that I don't have the license to replicate, Wolf. So, no, that would be naughty. I don't have the rights to do that. That's him. Yes. She's a long lost angry cousin. I don't think I'd have a problem with Disney. It's not like I'm doing this for retail. This is a birthday present. It's a commission. I'm being paid to make this birthday present. They're both friends of mine, but he wanted something unique and he saw what I did. He'd be angry too if he didn't have a penis. Does explain my ex-wife a lot, although I think her penis was bigger than mine most of the time we were married. Okay, so let's cut the bill out. And I'm going to do the bill and the bottom of the bill both in yellow, because I have yellow. And I have pink and orange there, and that's an orangey kind of colour in the image that I'm using, and that's a kind of yellowy colour. Oh, pinky colour I should say. So I go yellow and yellow to sell the beak, and maybe the pinky colour and the orangey colour, but we'll see how we go. Getting there. Okay, so I've got to cut that little piece out that gives that third dimension to the bill. Alright, let's transfer that to a bit of yellow foam. Get off of my arm, you sticky piece of sticky tape. Okay, so we've got one more piece of yellow to cut out, which is the bottom half of the bill. So that bottom piece there in my hand is yellow. I think it's starting to get blunt. Might have to swap the blade out. I had the mic freaking here a minute ago. Done. Nice clean sharp blade in there. Oh my god, that's so sharp. That's so sharp. I mean, the one I just took off was no slouch, but this is brand new. It's so sharp. I mean, I'm literally doing nothing. I'm resting my finger on the top of it. I'm not pushing down or anything, and that's just beautiful. Okay, so we've got to do the inside of the mouth. So two more colours. So I got orange for this grey tone that you can see there, and pink for his tongue. And I don't have to use any highlighter on this piece because it's got printing on one side and none on the other. You can see the different tone there, grey, white, so yeah, it's easy to see if I move it or bump it what surface I should be working with. I love that the last statement in chat for the last 5 minutes at least has been, I'd be angry too if I didn't have a penis. It's just sitting there. Nobody's arguing with it. Nobody's decided to try and swap it out with another comment. We're just going to leave that sitting there. You have a penis and you're still angry. Welcome to my world. Okay. It's interesting. What's going on there? Why don't I have my menu? My camera was playing silly buggers. Damn, I'm liking that. Okay, let's grab a little bit of that pink and drop that tongue into there, shall we? Well, you've been watching me do it. It's a really simple technique. I expect to see thousands of these propagated all over the place at your hands. What's that? Oh, thank you very much. You're going to blow those out of the water. Boom! And that's okay. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. That piercy little triangle. It's like watching Dickie Dewar doing his glass cutting. Oh, and speak of the devil and he shall appear. That's just fucking freaky, man. Oh, hey, that's you. Yes, it is, man. That was just really, really weird, mate. I'm cutting out this little piece of foam here, and I went that it's just like watching Dickie Dewar cut out little bits of glass. And I said it, and I got the notification that you had just popped in and started to watch. It's like, dude. Okay. What plaque am I making? Let me reveal that to you as soon as I take a progress shot of that pissy little last piece. And then Yeek. Keep sticking to the blade. Like that. So it's nowhere near as complex as anything that you would do, mate, but all it is 2mm craft foam cut out and sitting on top of a 5mm craft foam base at the moment to give me my border and my black lines. So they're just sitting there. And then that'll all get glued together like that. That'll get glued onto a base with those radiating starburst kind of pattern behind it that Disney used to use a lot. Excuse me while I turn that around so I can take a progress shot for the customer. So yeah, we got So yeah, 5mm foam base. And all I did was print out that picture and then start sectionalizing it. I cut out the silhouette first and then worked my way through him. Take the white off and it becomes Daffy. So it does. So that'll get glued together. Let me just pop into my this is the this is the reference image that I'm using, guys. So they want that radiated star effect kind of thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace the silhouette out again, leave the border out from the silhouette 5mm, and do white triangles or spears or whatever you want to call those things coming up. But he's asked instead of a blue background, can we have a purple background, because that's her color. So we use that as the basic kind of idea for the design, but she's an angry bird, so she doesn't get the I love how it does that. She doesn't get the happy Donald, she gets the cranky Donald. Did I razor cut it all out? I used my surgical scalpel, man. So yes, that's all 100% hand cut with the surgical scalpel. Thank you for the host, Parks. Appreciate that. Love having you here. Hey, boo boo. So yeah, I think it'll look good. I'll probably make a plaque a bit bigger than the newspaper. Like I said, do those radiating beams in 2mm white foam and bring in the purple craft foam against those beams to fill it up. There we go. I think that that worked out really well. And considering it's really simple, what is it? We've got the base, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. It's, yeah. For 8 pieces of foam and what? 2.5 hours work? So far, that's going to be it's a commission for a friend for a friend's birthday. I'm friends with the partnership, with the boyfriend girlfriend, and the boyfriend has commissioned me to make this for the girlfriend. For those of you who joined me on Tuesday night or whatever night it was that I had my Frangelico fueled stream, the bottle of Frangelico was a birthday present from the woman that this is the present for. So yeah. And I'll probably slap her name on it in cartoony kind of characters as well as across the top or underneath the duck, just to personalize it a bit more for her. So that might be the go, actually, that border around it. You're supposed to be working on the R2 lamp today, but you got caught up talking to a lady. So there went that. Yep, I can relate to talking to people and getting lost in the stream. Sure. It's 2 AM and this is a nice almost 3-hour package, so I think I might leave it at that for the night, guys. And I apologise to those of you who literally just come and joined me. But the next step is obviously another couple of hours working out the size of the base, making the base, doing the radiating beams. Now in the reference image that I've got for this, do I still have that reference image floating around somewhere? Yes, I do. Ah, piffle. I think that works. Let's see. There we go. That's the reference image that I used. I printed that out. You can see the grey, well, the black, not jet black border. Cut it out around that line first. Use that line to trace my silhouette onto the 5mm foam. And then literally started breaking it down into pieces and drawing them. I don't have any sky blue foam for the eyes, and I think the eyes work okay with white rather than the sky blue. They may have gone with it to get that big block of white out of it, but no, I think it works all right. Okay, well, let's see. Procrastination Props has posted up. This is where he's at with his work today, so let's check that out. Oh, dude. I really love what you're doing with those. I got 2, 3 Groots, 4 Groots now. I like Groot. I'm like everybody. I'm a sucker for Groot. And I got me little mate. My little mate. There we go. I'm gonna have to give me a follow. No, give Procrastination Props a follow, you mean? Yes, that's much better. You're already following me. So, yep. I can see the combo working really well on that Procrastination. I love it, man. Okay, take care of yourselves, gang. Who shall we drop this stream across to? Who needs some love? Yep. Oh, dang it. Well, that's not glued down, is it? Anybody want to suggest somebody that I throw this over? See, Artcore is streaming. Give Yourself a High Five is streaming. I might drop us on Artcore's doorstep. Let's do that.